Hello, what would you do with an extra 83% profit? How would you best use it? So the first thing to understand is how you can readily generate that extra profit in your business. So what I have here is the number of customers, the frequency they buy, and the amount they spend each time. And if I multiply those together, I get my revenue figure, which here is 400,000. The cost of sales, or what it costs to either buy those things in or to make them, here that comes to 60. So the gross profit is now 160,000. There'll be some fixed overheads, things like rate, rents, wages and salaries probably, if they're not performance related or production related. So the overheads are 80,000, so our operating bottom line net profit is 80,000. That's before finance charges. If I could make a 5% increase in the number of customers and the frequency they buy. Now I'm only talking about 5%, so I'm just talking about better systems in place, better follow-up procedures, just systemizing things really and using a few simple key strategies. But 5% improvements there, and then a 5% improvement in our price level, which again I can achieve through things like having a cross-sell, upsell, bundling in extra value rather than discounting, and having various packages. Those 5% improvements increased my revenue up to 463,050. The cost of sales will work on slightly reducing, so we might deal with fewer suppliers, we might reduce our stock levels, we might reduce our wastage, we might have better systems in place for processing information, and we just basically become more efficient and shop around maybe for better discounts, etc. And all we're looking to do is save 5%. Stop spending money on all the things that we're paying for that we don't use, software programs, etc. So we make a 5% saving there. Our gross profit increases considerably here. We'll make a slight saving on our overheads. This might be more difficult to do, but generally there is scope to save on fixed overheads, particularly on things like energy bills, utilities, etc. So we make the 5% saving here, and we end up, our operating bottom line profit is now 146,264 rather than 80,000, which is brilliant. It's an 82.83% increase. The point then is, how do you best use it? Because it's all very well generating that extra profit, but what do you do with it? Do you take it as a dividend? Do you take it as bonus? Do you take it as pension? Do you retain it in the business to grow the business? Are there any other alternative strategies? And what are the tax implications of the various courses of action? Now, in the comments section underneath, so where it says share and comment, I've actually put a link to a training seminar stroke webinar that myself and my colleague Nick Morris, who's a financial advisor who specialises in dealing with corporate owners, the corporate directors, etc. We're running this thing tonight at 5:30 UK time, 12:30 PM Eastern time in the US. So the link's underneath. So if you're interested in finding out the answers here as to what's the most tax efficient, what's the best way to use this extra profit, and finding out the answers here as to how you generate that extra profit, it'd be great if you could join us. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you found that useful.